What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Monday, March 18th, 2019. And yesterday, March 17th, Bernie Tormè died. He's Ozzy Osbourne's former guitarist. I'd love to thank Jeff Young, a good friend of ours here on this channel and a former guitarist for Megadeth. He's still in the guitar scene, heavily connected, knows a lot of these guitarists, musicians who have died and are still alive. And I love it when he brings to my attention these rock star deaths. Every single one he's brought up to me has all been super coded because these people are being murdered by the federal government who runs the entertainment industry. And these people, if they don't fake their deaths or any other way of them getting out there, they are being murdered by this gematria numerology system. That's why Bernie Tormè, Ozzy Osbourne guitarist, dead at 66. And just that alone, you can see so much here. He dies on 3/17, 17/3. Ozzy Osbourne equals 66. You see how O is the 15th letter. 1 plus 5 is 6. We can even start here. So O is 6 in the full reduction. So his initials, Ozzy Osborne, 6/6. You see that? So the guy who was the guitar for him died at 66. When you do that full reduction to each letter in Ozzy Osbourne's name, so for example, S is the 19th letter, 1 plus 9 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, S is 1, doing that all, 66. 317 is the 66 prime number. So on March 17th, Bernie Tormè dies. Do you see this ritual? Not hard to see why he died at 66 by the numbers. Ozzy also sums to 66 in the Kabbalah cipher, the LCH Kabbalah cipher. These Kabbalah ciphers are important to this gang as well, especially the ALW Kabbalah, death, killing, murder, 38. ALW is every 11th letter. 11's the master number. Freemasons are master builders. This ALW Kabbalah comes from the Liber Ale Legis, the book from Aleister Crowley, the man who founded Thelema, supposedly. I always say supposedly because I really think that religion is definitely based in and or just completely much older than 1904. So you see right there that he died in the connection to 66 with Ozzy Osbourne. Jeff also wanted to look into the death of Randy Rhoads, another American guitarist, died March 19th, 1982. That's 19/3. 193 is the 44th prime number. Kill equals 44. Execution equals 44. And notice how Bernie Tormè died 2 days to the anniversary of Randy Rhoads' death. See? So, it's the 37th anniversary. So, we're going to look at a little bit more here with Randy Rhoads and Bernie Tormè. But I hope you saw that 66 ritual. But Randy Rhoads dying March 19th, 1982. One good thing to do is look at some date numerology to further see into the ritual. So March 19th, 1982. And then we can do March 17th, Bernie Tormè's death, 2019. So conspiracy equals 1, 2, 3. And Randy Rhoads dying on a day with 1, 2, 3 numerology. 42, Saturn 42, Masonry 33. Do you notice how March 17th is the 76th day of the year, but sacrifice equals 76? I want to type in Randy Rhoads' name. He has name gematria as well. Understand, this is the world you live in. Randy Rhoads equals 55 like sacrifice, 170 like sacrifice, 62 like sacrifice, and he died at 25 like death. So you saw those three numbers, sacrifice, sums to those, 170, 62, and then 55. S is the 19th letter, 1 plus 9 is 10, so reducing S only once, 55, like Randy Rhoads. And again, he dies at 25, death equals 25. He had these numbers coded on him, and they carried out the ritual accordingly. Randall William Rhoads. We can do his full name as well. Randall Rhoads itself is also coded. We can just do the full name without having to do too much. See more clues in this. Randall William Rhoads equals 127, just like Randy Rhoads. That's the 31st prime. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry equals 127, Kill 26, Chaos 89, 89 the 11th Fibonacci number. Let's just do Randall Rhoads. R initials. Randall Rhoads equals 55, like sacrifice, 127. You see this? I can already see it. Do you know why this works? Because Randy, right? Y is the 25th letter versus Randall. A is 1 plus 12 is 13 plus another 12 is 25. So Randall Rhoads and Randy Rhoads, that's why they have this overlap in gematria. That's how this works. Rhoads equals 38, like death, killing, murder. Rhoads equals 97, the 25th prime. Death 25 and 97. Murder 34. Ozzy. See that name gematria again. It gives Ozzy 29, like Rhoads. Ozzy Osborne again, 66. 1, 2, 3, like conspiracy. I'm sorry for not pointing this out earlier. We're going back to the day Randall Rhoads died. Are you seeing this? Ozzy Osborne equals 123 when you reverse the alphabetical order. So A is 26, Z is 1. Ozzy Osborne, 1, 2, 3. And look, Randall Rhoads, who's Ozzy Osbourne's guitarist, dies in the date with 123 numerology. You see this for Ozzy Osbourne? Ozzy Osbourne 66, so the next guy dies at 66 years old on 317 to 66 prime. Do you see this ritual? Do you see how they specifically use the gematria for Ozzy Osbourne, the reverse ordinal and the full reduction especially? Kill Randall Rhoads by the 1, 2, 3. He dies on the date with 1, 2, 3 numerology, and then they kill Bernie by the number 66. Are we all following along this ritual? This is what they're doing. Is very clear. We didn't even do Bernie's name gematria yet. Bernie Tormè. But we'll do it. Bernie Tormè. We can do the last name first. Tormè with the kill numbers. Kill 26, 64, 28, 71 the 20th prime, death 20. Bernie 109, the 29th prime, Ozzy 29, Randy 29, Bernie Tormè. See how his name equals 173. He dies on 17/3, and at 6, and the reflection of that is 371, the 66 prime. Do you get this? This is very clear ritual. Because it's one thing to see these rituals, and then it's another thing to be like Jeff Young and actually know these people. Like, it's sick. I feel bad for him for knowing all these musicians, building connections with them, actually getting to know them, and then you just see them murdered by the federal government, and then there's propaganda put out about them saying either they killed themselves or they had this disease or some stupid shit. Because this gang needs to be put out of commission. We need music, we need musicians, but we don't need the record label, this Kabbalistic practice in the record industry. We don't need this. So I guess at this point, what else can we milk out of this propaganda? I think we've seen a lot of good things here for 10 minutes. Sometimes my phone like shuts off. I think there's like a gesture you can do and it locks your phone. I don't know what that is, but I think I do it on accident. So if my video ever just closes, that's why. And if I get this far and that happens, I'll just leave it. But I'd like to look at a piece of propaganda or two and see. Pitchfork. We've never looked at Pitchfork before. This Luciferian propaganda outlet, of course. Revelations, the 66th book of the Bible. The King James Bible is 66 books in length. This guy's Irish. This might sound crazy, but this guy could be synced up with Conor McGregor somehow. This could have something to do with UFC just because of that Irish connection. It might not, but it's possible. That's exactly how they operate. So again, his birthday is today. So on his birthday, they're putting out this propaganda, but he died yesterday. Deep Purple's Ian Gillan. So they mentioned Deep Purple. That's coded. That's part of this. So we're going to type that in. Deep Purple. Purple 88. Could be some Queen Elizabeth murder foreshadowing. Deep Purple 55. Sacrifice 55. Death 118. Kill 44. Again. Who died on 19th of March? Randy Rhoads. You get it? The 44th prime. 193 is the 44th prime. You see that right there. Deep Purple 44. It is this type of pattern they're coding inside this propaganda. That is what I'm trying to say. Thanks again, Jeff, for sharing this. I really love all of your recommendations, man. Every time you share something like this, we get really good gold examples of what's going on, of the murder by numbers. Murder equals 79. So you see how they're talking about Ian Gillan, solo band Gillan, in 79. He joined former Deep Purple vocalist Ian Gillan. I think it's another Irish agent for this gang. 1979. But I don't use agent in a negative light. Just, if you're doing things that this gang is telling you to do, regardless of whether or not you like it or how benign it is. Murder 79, 1979. Ian Gillan 44. You see this? Another 44. Like Deep Purple 44 in the same cipher. Gillan, Deep Purple. See? I'll do Ian Gillan. Or Jillian. Might be. Are you guys seeing this? Guys, his name equals 88 like purple. Gillan equals 44 like Deep Purple. That's why I said they're syncing us up. They could be syncing us up with Queen Elizabeth. Elizabeth 88. I'm just pointing this out to show you the pattern. I was going to say something about Trump. And it's also valid. But you get it. Elizabeth 88. Purple 88. And the guy's name sums to 88, or his name's, he's part of Deep Purple. You get it? Purple 88, Ian Gillan 88. He's part of Deep Purple. Guys, the Zionist Jew cabal who runs the music industry gave him this band's name. They name these bands. They do everything accordingly by this code. Purple also equals 29, like Ozzy, like Randall, or Randy. It's one of the two. Or it could have been his full name. But they had the 29. Go back in the video. I don't mean to confuse anyone now, but that guy had 29 connections as well. I'm about to close this video, but I hope what you've seen so far is nice. I want to see how long this video is, but I don't want to play it and it just starts playing music and shit, and you never know. Star equals 58. Freemasonry. Saturn the star. So I think that's it. I think that's pretty good. Ozzy Osborne's another actor for the Freemasons. These people were murdered for his career, by the way. They murdered for Ozzy Osborne's career. These are sacrifices for him. I know Billboard needs to be exposed. Everyone thinks Billboard's them Rolling Stones are just the best rock and roll sources. Well, yeah, they are. They are good sources for rock and roll propaganda because that's exactly what they are. Zionist Jew run propaganda off. Oh my God, are you seeing this? What day is he performing? So I'm here just ranting about how Billboard is Masonic propaganda and it's all coded too. And what's the first thing they give us? A picture of Bernie Tormè performing on December 3rd, 2009. Purple 29, that 29 again. Ozzy 29. Ozzy Osborne 1, 2, 3. Randy Rhoads dying on date with 123 numerology. You get it? He died on date with 123 numerology. On 12/3, he's here. Ozzy Osborne 1, 2, 3. This is by the numbers propaganda. It's also, is that a day with 44 numerology? 20 plus 9 is 29. Plus 3 is 32. Plus 12 is 44. Kill 44. Day with 44 numerology. 1, 2, 3. Do you get it? It is a ritual. And again, Randy died on a date with, or he died on 19/3, the 44th prime. And then they give you this type of bullshit, suffering from double pneumonia. And then some retard will come on my video, he had pneumonia, you jackass, he was sick, he died, no. It's like, no, they are murdering these people and covering it up, or faking their deaths and covering it up. Or, injecting him with something, giving him pneumonia, and covering it up. I mean, regardless, this is a ritual. He dies at this age on this specific date for a reason. Skull and bones right here. This ossuary, guys, ossuary also equals 118. Like Deep Purple. Skull and Bones ritual right here. That's what's putting this on. Maybe I can see this video without it playing. I just don't want to play any sound at all. Good. 6 minute 37 second. No, there was a 37 in this. 11:36. 3 plus 6 is 9. 119 like Saturn. When you're out 15, you get 38 like Death, Killing, Murder. Again, today is 18/3. Order Out of Chaos 183. Juice WRLD is another actor for the Freemasons. If you want to look at any of his propaganda and see what numbers it's by, we can. So we'll close it here. Susie Quattro on a 12/43. I mean, Killing 43, Masonic 43. It could be some death foreshadowing. It could just be the Freemasons writing the propaganda. You gotta see the context sometimes, get a feel of it. But this, we see what it's about. Oh yeah, Rhoads died in a plane crash in 1982. That's what they're saying. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't write his name wrong. No, so Wikipedia is Rhoads, but Bill is that Billboard? I mean, guys, you get it. Do you know why I'm glad I'm showing you this? Because it shows you guys this stuff is a bunch of propaganda. I've been saying from day one. Billboard, CNN, these aren't professional news outlets. They're not meant to be professional information. It's meant to be professional propaganda. They don't give a shit about being so consistent, spelling the name correctly, and all that. I'm sorry, I trust Wikipedia. I think Wikipedia spells his name correctly. They're just doing RHOADES, probably for the gematria in that too, or just a mistake. But that's what I mean. They don't give a fuck about being accurate. They just want to be accurate with the numbers, with the rituals. That shows it again. It is fake news propaganda from the federal government. Peace out.